Now let me know. Well, good evening and God bless you wherever you might be tuning in. High school basketball action on DSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Tonight from the Mustangs Corral in Dansville, it's girls basketball action. And a dandy we've got for you here tonight as the Hornell Red Raiders and the Dansville Lady Mustangs get together. Don't let the records fool you. Hornell comes in at 4-2. Dansville at this point in time at 4-0. But Brian Dyring's Hornell Red Raider team have just gotten in the groove. They dropped their first two games of the year and have now won 4 in a row. And now we'll be looking to knock off the Lady Mustangs in this one here tonight. Glad you could join us here tonight on DMSN. And tonight, of course, with these two teams going at each other, we'll let you know, too, that we've got two more games coming up this week as well. I apologize for the other night. There were two sets of schedules that were released, and I happen to have the errant schedule. So, no, we did not do the Hornell at Dansville game last night. Dansville was actually in Hornell, and we will be doing the March 6th. It's a Saturday afternoon game when Hornell comes here. And apparently those two dates were flip-flopped somewhere along the line. And I had a copy of the old schedule, so I apologize along that line. But at any rate, either way, we still got a lot of excitement coming your way. Tonight here, girls basketball. Tomorrow night, Warsaw and Dansville and boys hoop action. Friday night, Bath and Dansville here. Hope that you will be with us. And, of course, congratulations going out to the Dansville Mustangs on their win in Hornell last night. Dave Moody's team, a 10-point winner over the Red Raiders, and it's not too often that a Dansville team knocks a Hornell team off in the Maple City, but that occurred last night, so congratulations there, and we'll see if the Mustangs, the boys, can get over the 500 mark tomorrow when they host the Warsaw Tigers. So let us honor America now as we hear our national anthem. So we honor those who have served, will serve, and of course are serving at this point in time. The Hornell Red Raiders and the Dansville Mustangs set to go at it here tonight. Let's meet the starting lineups as Floyd Sick, the PA announcer, introduces it. Tegan Dorley, a 5'8 junior. Jaden Scotty, a 5'5 senior at the other guard for the Red Raiders. Eighth grader Lillian Hoyt at 5'5. She has been dynamite this year. Jane Spitolnik, a 5'8 junior at one forward, and Juliet Marino, a 5'6 junior for Brian Dyring and the Red Raiders, who lost their first two games of the year to Corning Painted Post and Livonia. Meanwhile, they've won 4 in a row. Sydney Stone opening at one guard for Dansville, Hannah LaPlante, the 5'6 senior at the other guard. Maddie Lee, 5'8 junior. Brielle Caruso, 5'6" junior. The other side and in the middle, 6'2" senior Ray Young for Kristen Kirshner. And not sure where Kristen is tonight, but at any rate, I know that she's in touch with what's going on, whatever is going on. So our officials for tonight's game, Les Hare and Ronnie Maycumber Jr. As we get things underway, the Hornell Red Raiders wearing their road navy jerseys with red numerals trimmed in white. They'll be moving from right to left. The Dansville Mustangs in their home white jerseys with red numerals trimmed in black, moving from left to right. Congratulations to the Dansville JVs who picked up a 74-33 win in the opener, and we'll have more at halftime on that one. So, Juliet Marino and Ray Young set to jump it up to get this Livingston County Division I battle underway. Hannah LaPlante comes away with a basketball for Dansville out front. Left side in the corner, they dump it cross court. Left side, running one-hander off the back iron, no good for Maddie Lee, and out of bounds it goes to Dansville. Tried to dump it down to Ray Young early, but the pass got all the way through. Maddie Lee couldn't get the shot to fall. Stone into the right side corner. LaPlante circling up using a pick. Gets it the opposite way. Traveling called. Set one foot, but moved the other. And the turnover gives the ball back to Brian Dyring's team, who is perpetual motion. They ran up 102 points against Wayland Cohocton in their first win of the year. Traveling called out front as the ball given off that time to Lillian Hoyt, the 8th grader. Didn't have the footwork right, and Dansville gets it back. Scoreless game just underway here at the Corral. Ray Young gets it ahead. LaPlante on the left-hand side gets it ahead. Maddie Lee on the left. Bounce pass underneath. Good anticipation that time underneath by Tegan Dorley, who kicked the ball away. Sydney Stone will put it back in play from underneath on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, Ray Young in the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebound tip to the right side, and the Red Raiders come out of there with it. Jaden Scotty with a forecourt baseball pass, picked off by Maddie Lee, but can't save it in. Good hustle by Maddie, but Hornell will keep it. They'll get it underneath by the bucket. Putting it in play, Lillian Hoyt, the 8th grader who had 31 points in that Wayland Cohocton game, in the paint. They bring it back out front. Spitulnik gives it up to Dorley. Left-hand side in the corner. It's Hoyt again, the 8th grader. No good. Ray Young collects the carom and off to the races. Ahead now, Maddie Lee with it on top for Dansville. They dump it down low. Ray Young, baseline 5-footer, no good. Nobody's been able to get the points on the board yet. And finally, it's Bree Caruso. Caruso gets the deuce at the 6:46 mark, and Dansville grabs a 2-0 lead. 2-0 lead for the Mustangs out front in the paint. Jane Spitulnik kicks it back out front. It's Hoyt again shooting three, no good. Rims it out to the left side corner where Hannah LaPlante tracks it down. Basketball action just underway. Checking into the Hornell lineup, Maddie Moore, a 5'7" sophomore. In the back, it's Sydney Stone pushing it up the floor on the left-hand side, looking to go coast to coast. Underhand scoop, no good. Rebound out front. Red Raiders on the move. Dorley with it, has her pocket picked from behind. And Hornell will keep it. 2-0 your score. Dansville with the lead. 6:15 left to play here in period number one. These two teams have had some dandy games the last couple of years, let me tell you. Ryan Dyring, especially with that run-and-gun style offense, and he's got the artillery to do it. From the outside, shooting downtown, three, and getting it to fall out front is Jaden Scotty. So Scotty ahead now on the left-hand side at Sydney Stone. So Stone with a deuce at the 5:57 mark gives Dansville the lead back at 4-3. From downtown, right side for three, it's Jane Spitulnik. So Spitulnik drops a three at the 5:42 mark, and it's Hornell 6-4. On the left-hand side, Lee dishes it underneath. Ray Young kisses it off the window, and Ray ties it. And we're knotted at 6 apiece, 5:27 left to play. On top of the arc, shooting three and getting it taken, Dorley. Dorley with a trifecta, forecourt on the left. Ball escapes Sidney Stone in the left-hand corner. They get it down low, and the ball knocked out of bounds last touch by the Mustangs. So a 9-6 Hornell lead. Red Raiders get the basketball back. And into the lineup comes Juliet Marino again. So Marino back in there. Jane Spitalnik will put it in play. 5 minutes left to go in the first. Hornell with a 9-6 lead. Marino on the right side tries to move left, gets into the paint out front on the left. Cross the lane, short jump shot is no good for Jane Spitalnik. Ray Young's forecourt pass is picked off by Spitalnik after being tipped away by Marino. Marino handles it on top, left side corner pass, stepping inside the arc and now back outside of the arc and draining a three, taken Dorley. Dorley, timeout Mustangs. 4:30 left to play in the first quarter with your score. Hornell 12, Dansville 6. Well, the Hornell Red Raiders have zeroed in early here at the Mustangs Corral, and it hasn't taken them long. 4 3-pointers has accounted for all of Brian Dyring's dozen points on the board, and it's enough to double up Dansville at 12-6 at this point in time. 4.5 left to play here in period number 1. The Red Raiders, after losing to Corning Painted Post 52-46 and then Livonia 72-67, defeated Wayland Cohocton 102-27, Leroy 71-40, Haverling 75-53, and then Wellsville 61-53. Ray Young in the backcourt with it, leaves it for Stone. Stone breaks it on her own down the middle of the lane. Bounce pass underneath on the left side. Shot no good. Rebound taken out front. Ray Young in the paint gets the shot off the back iron. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs. So the Mustangs having a little tough time getting the lid off. Had some good opportunities, but have not been able to get them to drop. Meanwhile, Hornell taking the lower percentage shots have been able to get them to drop. Marino out front gives it up on top, shooting three, no good. Long rebound off of the missed shot by Lillian Hoyt, and Dansville will keep it. In the backcourt, they give it out front. Ahead now, Stone on the left-hand side. The ball tipped out of bounds. Juliet Marino after it, knocks it out of there. 12-6 your score. Hornell with a lead, 3:53 showing on the first quarter timer. Stone looks to get it in. Opposite, it's Maddie Lee. Draws some attention there. Handle the plan on the left side. Bree Caruso with a running one-hander. No good. Back iron rebound taken down. Ray Young muscling it up. And a whistle and a foul. Ray Young fouled underneath, says Les Hare. Let's see who the whistle is on. It's on Ireland Harrison, who has just checked in. So Ray Young goes to the free throw line with a chance to reduce the Dansville deficit from 6. Hornell with the lead. Ray's first one up, got it. 12-7 ball game. Checking in for the Mustangs, Maddie Fiala. So Fiala, Les Hare sends her back out now. So Ray Young knocks the first one down. She'll get one more. And gets them both. So now Fiala checks in for Maddie Lee. So a 12-8 game, 3:41 on the timer. And the Red Raiders will go to work. Marino handles it, brings it across midcourt, setting a pick out front. Maddie Moore. They give it back on top. Over the top, it's Dorley, who's already hit a couple of threes. Gets it out front. It's Marino trying to launch one in. No good. Rebound taken down. Bree Caruso. Caruso pushing it up the floor on the right-hand side for Dansville. Brings it back out front. Fiala dumps it into the paint. Ray Young, double teamed, has the ball taken away. Jump it up, they say, and the possession arrow favors the Red Raiders. That's the one thing Hornell will do very well, is swarm the basketball when it's in the paint to Ray Young. Marino with it out front, a 12-8 game. Marino dribble drive, baseline right shot, blocked by Ray Young. The defense played by the 6'2 senior committed to Niagara University in the Purple Eagles. Left side, Dorley trying to three again, no good. Rims it out, right side corner, handle the plant, collects it, forecourt right side. Matty Fiala ahead of the floor, brings it back out front. Caruso leaves it on top for Stone, left side corner. They get it down low. Ray Young, turnaround jumper in the paint, no good. Rebound underneath, stripped away from handle the plant and out of bounds. Knocked out that time by Jaden Scotty. She is another bundle of energy underneath there, I can tell you that. So now checking out Ireland Harrison, and back into the mix is Jane Spitulnik. Ray Young in the paint as the ball dislodged and taken away. Scotty on the move up the floor on the right-hand side, looking for help, gets it on the right side. Into the paint, ball knocked away by Ray Young. Also back now for the Red Raiders, spelling Jaden Scotty, is Lillian Hoyt, the 8th grader. So Hoyt back in there. And Marino will get the play underway for Brian Dyring's team. Out front, Hannah LaPlante with a steal. Ahead of the floor, she's going coast to coast, ladies and gentlemen. Hannah LaPlante with a steal and a deuce with 2:19 left, and it's a 12-10 game, Red Raiders. Out front, on top, it's Hoyt. Has the ball knocked away momentarily by LaPlante. Ball loose on the floor. Bree Caruso after it and ties her up. Possession arrow favoring Dansville here. And the Mustangs trying to get a little momentum back on their home floor after taking Dorley, knocked down a couple of threes, putting Hornell up by 6 moments ago. Caruso into the forecourt. Ray Young with it. Finds Fiala. Fiala takes it to the baseline, looks for some help, double teamed out front, has the ball knocked away and taken away by the Raider defense. Out front, Marino controlling it on top for Brian Dyring's team, left side corner. Spitulnik trying to cut across the lane from left to right, brings it out front now. Dorley retreats, leaves it on top. Marino trying three, no good. Basketball goes Dansville's way. Scotty is back. Moore is out. Timeout Mustangs is Mike Ditas filling in for Kristen Kirshner tonight. Calls timeout. We'll take a timeout. 1:36 left to play on the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network with your score. Hornell 12, Dansville 10. Well, we mentioned to you about the Hornell Red Raiders 4-game winning streak. Dansville has won their first 4 of the year. And they have toppled Warsaw, Haverling, Livonia, and Leroy in that order. Dansville on Thursday night will head off to Tigertown and take on Warsaw, and then Saturday to Bath. The Dansville boys will be playing this Sunday in Bath, 2 o'clock for the JVs, 4 o'clock for the varsity. One of those games last week when the ball game was postponed due to the snowstorm. And, of course, they didn't get it as bad here in Dansville. They must have gotten it a little worse down in the southern tier from what I can imagine. Mustangs with the basketball and a minute and a half left. Ray Young in the forecourt out front, right side wing. It's Bree Caruso, a long arcing jumper, no good. Rebound, Ray Young with the offensive boards, can't get it to drop. Handle LaPlante in the paint, kisses it off the window and gets it to drop. So LaPlante ties it up. Whistle and traveling in the backcourt, unforced error, and we're tied at 12 apiece. Dansville with a chance to get the lead back. Back in for the Hornell Red Raiders, Ireland Harrison. LaPlante out front with it. Left side corner tipped away. Juliet Marino, the 5'6" junior. I remember when she was playing when she was an 8th grader. Brings it out front on top. Fiala with it. Looking for some help. Gets it from LaPlante outside the arc. Goes opposite. Sydney Stone. Left side corner. No good. Tipped up by Fiala for the bucket. Fiala with a tip. 54 seconds left to play, and Dansville gets the lead back at 14-12. Left side, Scotty, leaning, shooting, no good. Ray Young with a rebound. Ahead, bounce pass, Fiala in the right side wing. Stops, gives it back. Shot by Ray Young, no good. A whistle and a foul called by Juliet Marino. Her first personal, team's second. Lillian Hoyt, the 8th grader, is back. Ray Young to the free throw line. 39 ticks of the timer left. Dansville looking to increase their lead from 2. Ray on the line. First one, got it. No good. Rolls out of there. So a 14-12 Dansville lead. Looking to try and make it 3, and misfired on both of them. Rebound in the paint by Dansville out front. LaPlante for 3, no good. Long rebound taken down by the Red Raiders. Up the floor on the left, it's taken. Dorley is already connected twice. Spitalnik for 3, no good. Rebound off the floor. Sydney Stone with it, looking for help, and gets it from Bree Caruso in the backcourt. Caruso weaves her way up the floor, double team, gives it up. Nope, traveling called, picked up that back pivot foot. Good defense by Hornell. 14-12, Dansville with the lead, 11 seconds left to play in this very competitive and hotly contested first quarter. On the near side, Spitalnik inbounds it to Marino in the backcourt. Marino, top of the arc, looks to the right hand. No offensive foul called on Jane Spitalnik, her first, team's third. Illegal screen, I believe, or moving screen. In it comes, 4 seconds left. Caruso back to LaPlante, left side corner. Fiala gets the shot off, no good. We have come to the end of one at the Corral on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Girls basketball, 8 minutes under our belts, and it's Dansville 14, Hornell 12. Well, fans, more action tomorrow night. We're right back here. It's boys basketball. Dansville and the Warsaw Tigers. And, of course, Dansville with a huge comeback up in Tigertown in their first game of the year. Dansville looking for a repeat performance against Warsaw tomorrow night. We'll find out at about 7:30. Then on Friday night, the Haviling Rams are in town. The start of a home-and-home series with the Rams. The Dansville boys will play the Rams Friday and Sunday. Friday here, we'll have live coverage of that on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. And then on Sunday, they play at 2 o'clock. That was that game that was postponed due to the imminent snowstorm. So, lots of action coming your way. And, of course, next week, Monday and Wednesday, with some girls' action, Dansville and Livonia in girls basketball next Monday. Dansville and Leroy on Wednesday, and then, of course, boys basketball on Saturday, the 6th, when Hornell is here trying to avenge last night's loss to the Dansville Mustangs. Second quarter underway, Juliet Marino controlling it out front, over the top, cuts baseline, and now bottled up by Ray Young, and out front, Scotty into the paint, foul line jumper, gets it to go. Jaden Scotty ties the game with a deuce at the 7:40 mark, and it's 14 all. Ray Young in the backcourt now to handle LaPlante. LaPlante across midcourt, left side, leaves it out front, Maddie Lee. Lee uses up the dribble, goes opposite, and it's picked off on the left-hand side. Dorley looking to go coast to coast into the paint. Kicks it back out front. Right side, Lillian Hoyt, the 8th grader. No good. Rebound, handle a plant. Whistle and a foul. Jaden Scotty coming over the back. Her first, team's 4th. Non-shooting foul. Hannah LaPlante will put it in play in the backcourt. Fiala gets it back to her. LaPlante bringing it to midcourt. Forecourt pass knocked away and picked off on the left-hand side. Dorley going all the way. Can't get the shot to drop. Rebound out front. Taken in the paint. Scotty short jumper. No good. Ray Young controls the boards for the Mustangs. 14 all tie, just underway in the second quarter here at the Corral. Left side, it's Maddie Lee taking it along the baseline, goes all the way through. Bree Caruso back out front, foul line jumper, Hannah LaPlante, no good. Ray Young in the paint, whistle and a foul called. I believe it's on Jane Spitolnik, and it is, and that's her second. Wasn't sure if it was Jane or maybe somebody reaching in, but Jane Spitolnik gets the whistle. Juliet Marino gets a rest. Back in for Brian Dyring is Maddie Moore. In it comes Ray Young, foul line jumper, got it. So Ray Young gives Dansville the lead back at the 6:33 mark at 16-14. On top, Scotty stops, pulls the trigger, 3, no good. Rebound, Ray Young keeps it in, and Bree Caruso comes to the rescue on the baseline and scoops up the loose ball. Fiala approaches midcourt, gives it back. Caruso left side, LaPlante left side corner. Lee downtown, no good. Long rebound to the corner and out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs. That's the one thing Dansville has got to do is get that outside shooting triggered and zeroed in. Makes that inside game that much more effective. But right now, Dansville with a 16-14 lead. Hornell looking to either tie or take the lead. Dorley partially blocked out front that time by Maddie Fiala. To the floor, everybody goes, and the possession arrow on the alternate possession favors the Hornell Red Raiders. So the Red Raiders will get it, and checking into Brian Dyring's lineup, Lily Gaffney and Juliet Marino. Maddie Moore and Tegan Dorley take a seat for the moment. Brian Dyring just keeps running them in and running them out, and I mean literally running them in and running them out. LaPlante, long baseball pass ahead. Maddie Lee underneath, reverse layup, can't get it to drop. Rebound taken down by Gaffney. Good defense by Hornell that messed that one up on the left-hand side. Lee was in step to go all the way on that one, but had to readjust the steps and the course of action as well. And the Red Raiders get the job done defensively. Fiala in the backcourt for Dansville now against Hoyt, and now Bree Caruso will take it across the timeline. Right side for Hannah LaPlante, down low. Ray Young with the body. A foul called on Lily Gaffney. Gaffney, a 5'11 senior, and Ray Young is going to be on the line again. 5:26 left to play in the first half. Dansville with a 16-14 lead. Ray Young misfires. Now, golden opportunities missing by the Mustangs. Still only a 2-point game. Next one up and gets that one to fall. So Ray gets one of two and turns it into a 3-point advantage. 17-14, Dansville in the lead. On top, ball knocked away, and Maddie Fiala controls it off the loose ball across midcourt. Uses up the dribble and Hannah LaPlante. High post pass. They'll get it opposite left side for Maddie Lee. High post. It's Caruso cutting to the hole, shooting and scoring. Bree Caruso aggressively attacking the basket with 4:59 left, and it's 19-14. Dansville by a handful. Scotty outside. LaPlante on her. Left side bounce pass coming over the top. Hoyt leaves it for Scotty and now gets it back. Marino, right side, stops the foul line. Knocked away by Fiala, taken away by Caruso. Maddie Fiala reached in there and got a piece of that one. Left side corner, Lee with a long jumper. No good. Rebound loose underneath. Jaden Scotty for Hornell. Red Raiders on the move. Marino in the left corner. Bottled up momentarily by Hannah LaPlante. Scotty from way downtown. No good. Rebound taken down by Maddie Lee. Lee with a rebound for the Mustangs. 19-14, Dansville by 5. 4 minutes left to play here in period number 2 at the Corral. Cutting along the baseline. Fiala out front. Nobody at home. Lee saves it back. LaPlante gives it up on top. Ray Young, right side corner. It's Fiala. Lets the traffic clear. Gives it to Young. Banks it off the window and the score. Fiala with the assist. Ray Young with the deuce. Timeout. Hornell Red Raiders. Brian Dyring has seen too much. He's going to make an adjustment. So are we. 3:51 left to play in the first half on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. In girls basketball, it's Dansville 21, Hornell 14. Well, one of the trends that we noticed in this ball game thus far is the fact that Hornell Red Raiders got them in bunches. They put up all 12 of their points within the first 3.5 minutes of the ball game. And since then, they've got Jaden Scotty's deuce here in the second quarter, and that's it. Aaron Patinella checks into the game. Ray Young to the locker room and now comes back out of the locker room. Jaden Scotty on the right-hand side, now directing traffic as she comes up the floor. Makes a move to the right-hand side. Ball almost picked off by Hannah LaPlante, whistling, jumping up. Hannah LaPlante got a hand on it and enough of it to have Les Hare call jump ball, and it's Hornell Red Raider basketball on the alternate possession. On top, it's Dorley, who already has 6 points. High post pass. They'll swing it left-hand side, back on top. Right side, Dorley again. 3, no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds to the Dansville Mustangs, who lead the game by 7. 3:26 left to play here in the first quarter, or in the first half, should I say. Caruso gets it back to Hannah LaPlante. And Caruso, right side corner, Maddie Lee, down low to Ray Young. Last touch by Ray. That time, good job done by Jaden Scotty, who fronted her. Ball was a little too hot for Ray to, or should I say Aaron Patinella to handle. Down low. Out front, Scotty across midcourt. Ray Young getting a breather from Mike Ditas. On the left-hand side, Dorley kicks it back out front, and on top, Scotty makes a move to the paint, puts the short shot up in the paint, whistle and a foul called, and I believe it is on Hannah LaPlante, and it is. Her first personal. Team's first for the Mustangs. So Lillian Hoyt checks out. Jane Spatulnik is back for Brian Dyring's team. On the line is going to be Jaden Scotty. That was in the act of shooting, apparently. 2:46 left, and now Les Hare and Ronnie Maycomber Jr. get together. So we'll see Scotty on the line and Les Hare checking something over at the scorer's table. Gives us an opportunity to remind you, be sure you're with us tomorrow night on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network when Dansville and Warsaw get together in boys basketball. Jaden Scotty misfires on the first one. Dansville with a 21-14 lead. Scotty will try one more. She's got 5 in the ball game and still has 5. Rebound in the paint. Ball comes away to the Red Raiders as going head over tea kettle that time, Maddie Moore. Left-hand side. Basketball kicked back out front. Short jumper is no good. And Maddie Fiala, the shortest gal on the floor, comes out of there with it. Right place, right time. LaPlante at midcourt, right side corner. It's Caruso. Drag the pivot foot. Unforced turnover gives the ball back to the Red Raiders. Checking in Juliet Marino, and let's see who will get a breather. It looks like Ireland Harrison checks out. So Scotty across midcourt, looks to the right, moves to the left, shoots three, way off the mark, and Dansville will get it back. Boys basketball Wednesday and Friday night here on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network at about 7:30. Warsaw the opponent tomorrow night, the Haverling Rams on Friday night. Glad you could be with us. LaPlante in the backcourt, looks for help, gets it now from Matty Fiala. Comes and retrieves the loose ball. Left side corner, cutting along the baseline. Sydney Stone, bumped and grinded by Maddie Moore, her first personal. Basketball underneath. Sydney Stone will put it in play. 2:08 left to play. Dansville with a 21-14 lead. Out front on top, it's Fiala. Gets it back high post. Ray Young is back in there now. Back out front, it's Fiala making a move to the right. Bounce pass underneath. Ray Young cutting to the hole, shooting and scoring. Give and go. Fiala to Ray Young. 1:53 left, and it's 23-14. Dansville, their largest lead of the game. On top, it's Scotty again. Looks left, dribbles right, gets help now in the paint, losing the handle on it. Ball picked off by Caruso as Matty Moore tried to save it back in. Caruso at midcourt, gets it ahead LaPlante. High post pass, give and go. LaPlante back door, off the window, missed the shot. Whistle and a foul called on the Mustangs, and I think it was Hannah LaPlante, and it was her second. So Hoyt in, checking out Maddie Moore for Hornell. So Hannah LaPlante with two personals now with 1:25 left to play in the first half. Dansville by 9 at 23-14. Left side, it's Marino off of the dribble. Makes a move to the right-hand side. Caruso on her. They'll leave it on top now. From downtown, Lillian Hoyt, the 8th grader, no good. Rebound, Scotty in the land of the Giants. Can't get it to drop. Second one up, no good. Rebound by the Mustangs. Bree Caruso comes out of there with it. Good positioning by Bree. Gets it to midcourt now. Less than a minute to play. Ray Young at the high post out front. Left side corner, outside jumper. It's Fiala. Got it. The lefty Fiala drops the deuce with 45 seconds left to go, and it's 25-14 Dansville. Mustangs utilizing a lot of weapons. Outside jumper for three. Good. Spitolnik with a three. With 30 seconds left to go, 25-17. Mustangs on the move, going all the way. It's Sydney Stone. Stone with the deuce with 20 seconds left. 27-17. Dansville by 10. Give and go out front now. It's Dorley. Retreats. Cuts to the baseline. Whistle and a foul out front. A whistle called on Maddie Fiala. That's her first. 8 seconds left. Dansville by 10. Red Raider ball underneath on the right-hand side. Scotty triggers Brian Dyring's inbounds, right side corner. Swing it back out front with 5. Left side bounce pass away. 1, and they're not going to get the shot away. Ladies and gentlemen, the first half is history at the Mustangs Corral in Dansville. On the Dansville Mustang Sports Network, you're watching girls basketball. Your score at halftime: the Dansville Lady Mustangs 27, the Hornell Lady Raiders 17. Well, here at the Mustangs Corral on the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network, it is halftime in girls basketball. Dansville holding a 10-point lead at 27-17 as the Mustangs pushing to go 5-0, while the Hornell Red Raiders looking to make it 5 in a row after losing their first two. Ryan Dyring's team had themselves a 6-point lead midway in the first quarter of this game, but the Dansville Mustangs managed to come back and grab a 2-point lead by the end of the quarter. Some good defense. And, of course, the Mustangs outscoring Hornell 13-5 in the second quarter, have pushed the lead out to 10, the largest lead by either team of the night. Taking a look inside the numbers thus far in the first half, the Dansville Lady Mustangs have been led by Ray Young's 11 points in the ball game, and 4 apiece for Bree Caruso, Maddie Fiala, Hannah LaPlante, and Sydney Stone. Dansville 50% from the free throw line, 3 out of 6, and Ray Young has shot all 6 of those Mustang free throws. Foul situation for Dansville. Hannah LaPlante with 2, Maddie Fiala with 1. The Hornell Lady Raiders, meanwhile, Jane Spitulnik and Tegan Dorley, each with 6 apiece. They've got 4 threes between them. Jaden Scotty also has 5 points with 1 3 and a deuce. Hornell 0 for 2 from the line. Foul situation there. Jane Spitulnik with 2. Jaden Scotty, Ireland Harrison, Maddie Moore, Lily Gaffney, Juliet Marino, all with 1 apiece. So certainly an exciting second half of basketball set to unfold. Congratulations earlier tonight going out to the Dansville JV Mustangs. JV ladies are now 5-0. They defeated Hornell 74-33. Ainsley Belcher with 18 points in the game. Chelsea Tyler with 13. Megan Tyler with 19 in the game. Kaylee Meyer with 7. Stephanie Youngers with 6. Emma Allen with 5. Allie Montezores with 4. Abby Roel with 2. Hornell was paced by Jordan Dyring, Mia Naska, and Ava White, who had 8, 8, and 5 apiece for Brian Dyring's JV crew. Congratulations also last night, if you weren't tuned in, the Dansville boys picked up a huge win over Hornell in Red Raider country at Maple City Garden last night in boys basketball, 57-47. Hornell played without the services of Jackson White, who has an injured wrist, and we're not sure how long he is out for, but he certainly missed last night's game. The Dansville Mustangs and Dave Moody's squad, a 57-47 win over Hornell on the Red Raiders floor in the Southern Tier yesterday. Strangely enough, Dansville has won both of their road games and dropped both of their home games. That game last night, Drew Morrow with 14 points, 14 rebounds for the Mustangs. Tyler Harris with 12 and 5 boards. Caleb Rigdon with 9 points, 5 steals. Ryan Carnavale with 7 points, 3 steals in the game. Jonah Gray with 6 points. Colin Gray with 5. Jacob Smith with 4. For the Red Raiders, they were led by Gennaro Pico's 19 points. Eli Dunn with 15. Andrew Hoyt with 9. Colin McCumsky and Dylan Hardwood had 2 apiece in that one. Dansville boys JVs won a wild and woolly overtime affair in Hornell, 60-57, as Brad Morrow's team came away with a huge victory in that one. Again, of course, a reminder for you that we have boys basketball action. The Dansville Mustangs will try and build on that win tomorrow night when the Warsaw Tigers are in town here. We'll be on the air at about 7:30 with all the action live from the corral. Dansville boys, of course, made that huge comeback in the second half up in Warsaw to overtake the Tigers in the opener of the year. And The Tigers will be hungry for some revenge when they come here tomorrow night, and we'll have all the action live for you on DMSN, the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network. Hope you'll tune in tomorrow night. There'll be more boys basketball coming your way on Friday night when the Haviling Rams start the beginning of a home-and-home series with the Dansville Mustangs. They'll be on the air at about 7:30 Friday night. Dansville and Bath, the Haviling Rams. And then, of course, Haviling will pay the Mustangs back with a home visit on Sunday afternoon down in the Southern Tier Steuben County governmental seat in Bath. A 2 o'clock JV start on Sunday, a 4 o'clock varsity start on Sunday. Dansville and Bath and another one. Our action continues next week, 2 girls games and 1 boys game, as the final week of the regular season will unfold next week. As Monday, Dansville and Livonia in girls action. That promises to be a dandy. Then on the 3rd of March, Wednesday night, Leroy is in town to take on the Lady Mustangs. Then on Saturday the 6th, final day of the regular season, it's boys basketball here from the Corral as Hornell and Dansville will get together again, and Kirk Scholl's team will look for a little revenge from last night's Dansville win in Hornell. And of course, that Saturday game will be a 4 o'clock game in the afternoon. And then the sectionals will unfold. And for Class B, for the boys, it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the top 8 seeds, a quarterfinal, a semifinal, and a final. For the girls, Class B, it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And the scenario the same as far as the postseason is concerned. But still a lot of basketball to play and not a lot of time to play it. But at any rate, we are thankful to the good Lord that they're out there and playing. And we'll have more of the action when it continues here in just a moment. Second half action from the Corral on deck for you next here on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Girls basketball score at halftime. It's Dansville 27, Hornell 17. Well, our thanks to Pete Perino. Another girls basketball score in tonight. The Keshequa Lady Indians picked up their first victory of the year tonight as they downed Mount Morris in Nunde by a final score of 52-27. Libby Benner with 15 points, 10 rebounds. She is only a freshman for Keshequa. Julia Wilkins with 12, Emily Wright with 10. Mount Morris was led by Sierra Summers, who had 10. Isabel Chestnut with 8, Candace Stroud with 6 for the Blue Devils. Well, second half action gets underway here at the Corral. Dansville with a 10-point lead, but the way the Hornell Red Raiders play, that lead can go out the window in a real hurry. Hornell in the first half with 6 field goals, 5 of them from three-point land. Maddie Lee puts the ball in play for the Dansville Mustangs, and Hannah LaPlante gives it back. Left side, top of the arc. On top, high post pass. Ray Young, left side wing. It's Lee way off the mark. Rebound underneath. Taken down by Jaden Scotty. Scotty pushing it to midcourt. Hannah LaPlante playing with 2 personal fouls. Leaves it out front. The 8th grader, Hoyt. Let's fly, no good. Right side rebound, Scotty. Scotty brings it back out front. Dorley on top, left side. Spitolnik puts it on the floor, uses a pick, leaves it on top. Scotty penetrates left side, left-hand shot, no good. Rebound underneath, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dansville. I believe either Ray Young or Hannah LaPlante got a piece of that one. So Hoyt will put it in play, the 8th grader. 31 points against Wayland Cohocton the other night. Right side, Spitolnik loses the handle out of Bree Caruso on the defensive end. Jump it up, they say. Hornell will keep it. It's one thing. If there's a blue-collar worker out there, it is Bree Caruso. She is on the floor as much as she is standing on it. After those loose balls, Hoyt finally gets it in the paint, left-hand side. They'll bring it out front. Scotty downtown, 3, no good. Rebound in the paint, put up and no good again. Offensive boards that time by Lily Gaffney. Out front on top, swing it right side. It's Dorley shooting 3, no good. It's Ray Young with a rebound for Dansville. Leaves it for LaPlante, forecourt pass on the right. Maddie Lee in the paint, puts the shot up and in. Maddie Lee. So Lee gets it going at the 6:50 mark for Dansville, 29-12. Dansville by a dozen from downtown, shooting 3 and getting it. Lillian Hoyt, the 8th grader. So Hoyt buries one at the 6:35 mark, 29-20. We'll see if it's infections for the Red Raiders. Shot underneath by LaPlante, no good, out of bounds to the Red Raiders. Got in some traffic down there, did Hannah LaPlante, and couldn't get the right angle on it. Juliet Marino is back. Lily Gaffney takes a seat for Brian Dyring. 6:25 left to play in the third. It's Dansville, 29-20. Scotty across midcourt, right side wing. It's Hoyt, the 8th grader, stops at the foul line. Now trying to force it up. No, out of bounds it goes. Apparently one of the Mustangs touched it. Maybe it was Sydney Stone, possibly. So, Red Raiders put it in from underneath on the right side. Jane Spitolnik will call the play out, and on the right side, it's Dorley. Mustangs in a 2-3 zone defense, and now on the right side into the corner again. They put it down, they use up the dribble, and now Dorley again with Maddie Lee on her over the top opposite. Marino leaves it out front. Ball mishandled, and the shot clock expires. Dansville with some good defense out front. We'll see now if the Mustangs can build some offense off some good defense. 29-20, Dansville by 9. Plenty of time left to go in this one, an eternity. Left-hand side, Ray Young in the corner. Cross-court opposite, it's Sydney Stone's outside jumper, no good. Rebound, Stone gets it back, tips no good. Tipped once more, Ray Young. Thinks it out front. Bree Caruso, short jumper, no good. Rebound in the paint. Mustangs jump it up, they say. Dansville will get it back. Scotty and Stone that time, both coming down with it. And Stone inbounds from underneath on the right. Ray Young, high post, muscles it down low, high off the window, gets it to drop. Ray Young with a deuce. 5:24 left. Tip back up and in. Hannah LaPlante on the steal. LaPlante with the steal and the deuce at the 5:15 mark, and it's 33-20 Dansville. Left-hand side from way downtown, and 3 that time, Jane Spitolnik. Spitolnik with a 3. 5 minutes left to play in the third, 33-23. Just when you think you're making some headway and getting a lead, the Red Raiders let fly with a couple of threes. LaPlante's outside jumper, no good. Rebound to the right side corner. Scotty chases it down, hustles it up the left side of the floor, draws a double team, throws it back toward midcourt. Saved by Lillian Hoyt, the 8th grader. She loads the guns, throws downtown, no good. Rebound in the paint, taken down by the Raiders. Whistle, jump ball, they said, and Hornell will keep it. Well, Juliet Marino had a good shot from the outside. Won't be able to take it, but Hornell will keep the basketball anyway. Spitolnik puts it in play underneath on the right-hand side. Over the top opposite, it's Marino. Left side, Scotty with a big, long, high arcing shot. No good. Ray Young again with a rebound. Forecourt pass. Chased down by Scotty. Scotty wins the foot race. Out front. Hoyt, the 8th grader, cuts to the middle, left side, Dorley, downtown, no good, right side rebound, it's LaPlante on the move, ahead to Lee, in stride, going all the way for the shot and the score, timeout Red Raiders. 4 minutes left to play in the third. It's Dansville 35, the Hornell Red Raiders 23. Well, fans of Dansville JVs came away with a 74-33 win earlier today. Megan Tyler with 19, Ainsley Belcher with 18, Chelsea Tyler with 13, leading Mike Ditas' team. Hornell was paced by Jordan Dyring and Mia Naska, who had 8 apiece in that one. Don't forget, more basketball action tomorrow and Friday night. Boys will take center stage tomorrow night against the Warsaw Tigers on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. And then again on Friday, the Haverling Rams check in. Game time both nights at about 7:30. Hope you'll join us then. Still plenty of action left in this one. Dansville with a 12-point lead, 35-23. We know how quickly the Hornell Red Raiders can put 12 points up. And Mustangs coach Mike Ditas also knows the same. And it's going to take a lot more good defense by the Lady Mustangs to hold this Red Raider team down, because they can score them in bunches. And they do. So Marino gets it back. Ball knocked away by Hannah LaPlante. It was last touched by Hornell, they said. Did it get a piece of Marino possibly? And I think Ron no, it is Hornell basketball. Ron Maycomer comes down, said no, she was nowhere in the vicinity. So that's what you call teamwork, even on the official side. Inbounds bounce pass in the backcourt. Scotty with it, gets it ahead now. Marino pushing it up the floor. It's better to get the call right, and they did. On the right-hand side, they bring it out front. Hoyt on top. Spitalnik makes a move top of the circle, puts the jumper up and gets it to go. Spitalnik with a deuce. 3:38. 35-25. Ray Young in the paint. Turn around, puts it up, no good. Hannah LaPlante corralled from behind that time by Spitalnik. Jump ball is Dansville's on the alternate possession. Dansville gets it back. 3:29 left to play here in the third. Stone, high post pass, gives it to Ray Young in the paint. Shot blocked by Gaffney. Gaffney got it on the way up. Down the other way, it is Scotty pulling the trigger left side, top of the arc. No good. Ray Young again with the rebound. Hannah LaPlante. 3:15 left to play in the third. Dansville by 10, 35-25. LaPlante weaves her way down the middle of the floor, left side, puts it on the window, gets it to go in one. Oh, Hannah LaPlante, what a move she made, ladies and gentlemen. Lily Gaffney whistled for the personal foul. LaPlante with a 2+1 opportunity with 3:05 left. Line change for Brian Dyring's team. Looks like we're playing hockey out there. So, 8 points for LaPlante, shooting for 9. And got it. So LaPlante makes it a 37-25 Dansville lead. Midcourt, it's Scotty. Left-hand side, swings it back to right-hand side. Uses up the dribble, and now on the right-hand side, it's Ireland Harrison. Left side, it's Scotty again, penetrating the paint. Shot blocked from behind by Ray Young. Left side corner, it's Dorley for 3. Got it! Tegan Dorley. Three-pointer with 2:38 left to play. 37-28. Red Raiders won't go away. Still a 9-point game. Plenty of time left. Left-hand side, they dump it down low. Ray Young double team, ball locked out of bounds. Last touch by Dansville. So Hornell gets the basketball back. Dansville with a 37-28 lead, 2:26 left to play in the third. On the right side, Marino across midcourt. That's what happens when you shoot the three as effectively as Brian Dyring's team does. They're not going to be out of many ball games. Marino brings it back out front. Scotty at the foul line now, returns it out front. Dorley trying to use a pick now, enters the lane, running one-hander high off the window and gets it to go. Tegan Dorley settles for the deuce with 2 minutes left to go. It's 37-30 Dansville. Ahead, it's Fiala, left-hand side. On top, it's LaPlante. Back to Fiala, left side corner. It's Stone along the baseline. Whistle and a foul called on Maddie Moore. Her second for impeding the baseline. Stone will put the ball back in play, but not before Jane Spitalnik and Lillian Hoyt check in. Scotty and Ireland Harrison check out. Stone looking to get it in. Still looking. Gets it out front. Ball tipped away. Back toward midcourt. Out of bounds it goes. And I believe it's a foul on Ray Young, and that's what they're going to call. Ray Young, her first. And I think if one of those things that was a good foul by Ray Young, a hustling foul, going after the loose ball. Not always going to see it the same way the official does. 142. Out front, on top with it, it's Dorley. Right side corner, it's Marino across the paint. Returns it right side. Dorley makes a move again, spinning her way to the baseline right side. Puts the shot up, no good. Ray Young with a rebound. Puts it on the floor herself, leaves it for Hannah LaPlante. 1:25 left to play. Dansville by 7. Ray in the paint, shooting and scoring. 15 for Ray Young. 1:16 left to play, and it's 39-30 Dansville with the lead. On the left-hand side, Marino spins back to the right. It's Hoyt trying three. Got it from downtown, the 8th grader. Hoyt with a minute left to play, and it's 40-33. Still a 7-point ball game. Red Raiders right back at it. LaPlante from the outskirts, brings it back on top. Bree Caruso penetrating, going all the way for the shot and the score. Caruso utilizing her quickness and her speed. Caruso with a deuce with 40 seconds left to go from downtown. Shooting three, it's Spitalnik again. Spitalnik with a three-pointer, 30 seconds left, 42-36. It is a 6-point game. 24 ticks of the timer. Ray Young out front. It's Caruso along the baseline. Back out front. LaPlante, short jumper, no good. Left side rebound, Caruso. Caruso along the baseline. Back out front with 12. Fiala, jumper, no good. Right side rebound is saved back into the Red Raiders. 5 seconds. Forecourt, left-hand side. Spitalnik with 2, with 1, and they will not get it off in time. We've come to the end of 3 here at the Corral on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network with your score through 3 quarters of play in girls basketball. Dansville 42, Hornell 36. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it comes down to this. We're going to show you that the Hornell Red Raiders, they keep knocking those threes down. Dansville hits a few twos, but the Red Raiders are far from out of this ball game. They have not had one of their better shooting nights, and they're still within 6 in this ball game. And believe me, this one is far from over with, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go to fourth quarter action. Hornell will have the basketball. Dansville has a 6-point lead. Inbounds, Marino in the backcourt on the right-hand side. Brings it back on top. Scotty, left side. Hoyt looking to penetrate. Gives it up right side. Marino using up the dribble and turns it over. A situation where Lillian Hoyt zigged when she should have zagged or vice versa. And Dansville gets it back. The key is here for Dansville. Can they take advantage of the turnover? That's one of the big keys. Fayal outside the arc on the left. And on top, it's Caruso. High post pass to Ray Young. In the paint. Shot no good. No. Foul called underneath. It's offensive foul on Ray Young. Her second. Jaden Scotty drawing the charge. And it comes in the backcourt. Spitalnik across midcourt on the left. She has shot the ball very well tonight. Dorley for three, no good. Ray Young with a rebound. Outlet, Hannah LaPlante. LaPlante pushing it up the floor on the left-hand side. Retreats out front. High post pass underneath. Ray Young with a shot. No good, but a whistle and a foul on Jaden Scotty. Well, Ray Young so close but so far, but Ray will go to the line to try and increase the Dansville advantage from 6. 7:09 left to play in the game. Dansville 42-36. Ray Young with 15 in the game and no good on the first one. That leaves the door open for Hornell. That's all I can tell you. And that's a dangerous thing to do. So, Ray with the second one on the way and gets it. So Young gets one of two. So it's 43-36. 7:09 left. Scotty and Spitalnik in the paint. Out front, it's Hoyt making a move to the right. Leaves it out front. Marino left side. Kicks it back out front. Left side corner. Marino again. Leaves it for Dorley. Dorley left side foul line extended. And now Scotty looking to penetrate left-hand side. Shot blocked. No, whistle and a foul called on Ray Young. That's her third. So Young with her third personal foul. Lily Gaffney in, Juliet Marino out, Aaron Patinella in, Ray Young out. 6:45 left to play here in the ball game. Jaden Scotty is on the line. And the first one up, no good. Scotty with 5 points in the ball game. Dansville with a 43-36 lead. Scotty trying to make it a half dozen again and cannot do so. Rebound, Bree Caruso. Caruso with a rebound. Forecourt, it's LaPlante slashing to the hole underneath, shooting and scoring and getting the foul. 2+1, Hannah LaPlante. Hannah with that little lean back move that she kind of hangs in midair for a second. Gets the ball to drop. Dansville adds to the lead, and we'll see if they can add more to it. LaPlante for three, and she got it. 3-point play for LaPlante, and it's back to 10. Dansville 46-36. Left side all alone. Hoyt, no good. Long rebound. Scotty out front. Dorley swinging left side across the paint. Loses the handle on it. Patinella knocks it away, but Gaffney comes up with it. Scotty again in the paint, running one-hander, no good. Rebound, Gaffney. Back out front again. Stolen away on the right-hand side. Stone looking to go coast to coast, right side, no good. Rebound in the paint. Caruso back out front. Fiala stops, pops, no good. Rebound in the paint. Bodies everywhere. Ball still loose. Finally, they say timeout, Hornell. Brian Dyring calls timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching girls basketball on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. 5:56 left to play at the Corral, and your score, Dansville 46, Hornell 36. Well, just a shade under 6 minutes left to go in this ball game, and it can be an eternity. And we'll see what the final 6 minutes of this one brings. Brian Dyring around his bench, motivating his Red Raiders, while Mike Ditas gathers the Mustangs around. Ray Young on the bench with 3 personal fouls now. Basketball will be Hornell's from underneath on the left-hand side. They've got the length of the floor to go, of course. 46-36, Dansville by 10. Across midcourt, it's Dorley. Low post bounce pass underneath. Gaffney blocked and fouled by Aaron Patinella. Patinella, her first personal foul, and Gaffney will go to the free throw line with 5:47 left to go. And Brian Dyring says, hey, if we can get the points we need without the clock expiring, we'll do it. And Gaffney responds. Lilly knocks the first one down. 46-37. She'll get one more. Gaffney, a 5'11 senior, gets them both. So Gaffney with 2 key free throws. 8-point game, 46-38. Fiala at midcourt. Check it, Dorley on her. Caruso gets it back. Right-hand side, Caruso inside the paint. Dribble drive goes all the way for the shot. Can't get it to drop. Rebound, Patinella whistle and a foul called. Aaron Patinella's going to go to the line in an exchange there. That time it was Lily Gaffney. She's got 3 now. And Aaron Patinella on the line. 5:31 left and misfires on the first one. She gets one more. 46-38. Dansville with the lead. Patinella gets the second one to drop. So Aaron gets one of 2. 47-38. 9-point game. Or check it. Did somebody move? There was a violation on that. No. So a violation. No basket. And it's still 46-38. In the paint, right side, it is Spitalnik. Gives it out front now, and it's Dorley outside the arc. 5:16 left, right-hand side. Dribble drive, cross-court, whistle, and a foul called on Maddie Fiala. Fiala whistled for a hold. And going to the line, it is Tegan Dorley. So Dorley on the line. First one up. Got it. 5:12 left to play, and it's a 47-38 game. And she gets one of 2, and Ray Young is back. And gets the rebound. Fiala across midcourt. Right side, it's Caruso. Caruso puts it on the floor. LaPlante on top of the arc. High post pass, give and go. LaPlante on the left-hand side. Offensive foul called as Scotty draws the charge on Hannah LaPlante. Her third personal foul. Good defense by the Red Raiders and plenty of time left. 9-point game, 47-38. Right side wing, it's Hoyt. No, before a foul call, offensive foul underneath on Hornell. It goes against Lillian Hoyt, or check it against Juliet Marino. Marino whistled for the foul. LaPlante leaves it out front for Fiala. Fiala on top, it's Caruso. Penetration right-hand side. Stone out front, ball tipped away, taken away on the left-hand side. Dorley streaking to the hole, shooting, can't get it to go. Ray Young with a rebound. Four-court pass on the right, it's Caruso. Gives it up, left side, Stone puts it off the window and gets it to drop. Stone, good pass all the way around for the Mustangs. 49-38. Out front, it's Hoyt, the freshman. Or the 8th grader, should I say. Scotty in the land of the Giants puts the shot up. No good. Rebound. Taken down by Sydney Stone. And now LaPlante with 4 minutes left to play in the game. Dansville by 11. 49-38. Left side corner. right side corner. It's Caruso cutting to the hole, shooting and scoring. Caruso, 8 points in the ball game for Bree. 3:48 left, and it's 51-38 Dansville. Left side corner, Marino brings it out front. Downtown Spitalnik, no good. Rebound, whistle, and a foul called. And it's going to be on Matty Fiala. Well, I guess that's what you call being in the wrong place at the right time or the wrong time, depending how you look at it. Somebody was draped all over her, and they called her with a foul. But at any rate, Red Raiders get an opportunity, taking Dorley on the free throw line to shoot. First one up, got it. She'll get one more. 3:34 left to play, 51-39 Dansville. So Dorley with 13 points unofficially in the game and make it 14. So Dorley gets them both. 51-40. So Fiala checks out. And Morgan Walcott checks in. Ray Young in the backcourt with the basketball. On the right side, brings it across to herself, leaves it for LaPlante. LaPlante puts it on the floor. Cross-court pass knocked away by the Red Raider defense and taken away. Coming out of there with it, Juliet Marino. 3:19 left to play. 10-point game at 51-41. Back on top, running one-hander in the paint. No foul called out front. And it is going to be on Morgan Walcott. That's her first. And Dorley is going to be on the line once again. Strangely enough, Hornell probably taking the least favored shot, a one-pointer. But everyone counts at this point, and Dorley misfires on the first one. Dansville with a 10-point lead at 51-41. Dorley with one more coming. So Tegan, 5'8" junior, can't get either one to go down, and it's Ray Young collecting the carom. Ahead on the left-hand side, it's Stone underneath. Morgan Walcott can't get the shot to drop. Rebound out front. Ray Young double-teamed on the paint. Cross-court passes knocked away and taken away. Spitalnik. And now up the floor on the right side, it's Hoyt, the 8th grader, way off the mark. Hannah LaPlante comes up with it. 2:49 left to play. Escapes the double team. Dansville by 10 on the left side. Underhand scoop of the window, no good. Rebound right-hand side. Put it back up, and it's Morgan Walcott with the tip in and the score. Walcott with the tip at the 2:33 mark, 53-41. Downtown left side, Marino, no good. It is Ray Young with the rebound for the Mustangs. Dansville by a dozen. They leave it for Ray in the backcourt. Puts it on the floor, forecourt underneath, right side, Sydney Stone. Back out front, Ray Young back on top, swing it left side. It's Caruso for three, no good. Long rebound, LaPlante in the paint, stops, pops, window, no good. Rebound, right-hand side, put back up, Sydney Stone. Gets it to drop. 158, and it's 55-41 Dansville. Right side, Spitalnik traveling called underneath. Dansville by 14. Line change again for Brian Dyring's team. Some fresh legs checking in there. 1:52 left to play. Dansville with a 55-41 lead. And Brian told me before the game, his style of play is not conducive. A whistle on Tegan Dorley, her first. Dansville will shoot on the other end. Said his team's style of play is not conducive to playing every other day. He said they'll get their longest rest. When the regular season is over, they'll get a Sunday and a Monday off before they start the sectionals. So on the line, Bree Caruso with 1:52 showing on the timer. 55-41, Bree, first one, got it. 9 points for Bree. Well, they got as many loose balls as well in this ball game as well. Second one on the way. And misfires on that one. Gets one of two, so it's 56-41. Mustangs with a lead. On top, Dorley looking for three. Downtown, no good. Rebound underneath. To the floor, it is Sydney Stone after the basketball, and I think they're going to whistle Stone for the personal foul. So Stone, the whistle for the foul. Abby Belcher in for the Mustangs. Off of Mike Deitis' bench, Stone checks out. On the line is going to be Maddie Moore. So Moore at the free throw line with 1:38 left to play. And got it. So Maddie Moore knocks the first one down. 56-42. Moore with one more. And short of the mark on that one. So 56-42. Dansville with 1.5 left to play. Walcott inbounds. Caruso in the backcourt. Ahead to LaPlante. LaPlante on the move. Four-court pass. Too tall even for Abby Belcher. And out of bounds. Basketball in the hands of the Red Raiders with 1:29 showing. Four-court left side into the game. Olivia LaPierre. On top, basketball in the hands of Ireland Harrison. Harrison looking for help, gets it out front. And now LaPierre down low on the right-hand side, spinning to the left, double teamed. Abby Belcher ties her up. Possession arrow favors Hornell with 1:08 left to play. So LaPierre will toss it in underneath on the right-hand side. Right side corner, it's Dorley across the paint, running one-hander, blocked by Ray Young. Loose ball picked up by Morgan Walcott. Belcher leaves it out front for LaPlante. We're under a minute now. Caruso across the timeline on the right side looking to exploit and now comes back out. Hannah LaPlante back on top. Caruso 52 seconds. Walcott back on top. Again, high post pass, left side corner. Belcher 46-8 on the shot clock, back out front. Caruso, right side corner. It's Walcott, short jumper. No good. Tipped up. No good. Ray Young with a tip whistle and a foul call. Ray's going to be on the line once more. So Ray Young with 34 ticks of the timer. Dansville will improve to 5-0. Hornell 4-3. So Ray Young on the line to shoot. So Ray, first one, got it. 17 for Ray. Second one on the way, make it 18. So Ray knocks them both down, 58-42. 30 seconds left to play. On the right side, it's Dorley, and on top, Gaffney at the foul line, swings it back out front. Right side wing, Dorley trying to get a shot away. Caruso on her, back on top, 14, high post pass. Gaffney out front. LaPierre, now it's Dorley with 8 seconds left to play on the right-hand side. Dorley's outside jumper, no good. That'll do it, ladies. There's still oh, that was a shot clock. There's still 2 seconds left on the game clock. Everybody was headed off the floor thinking the game was over. There was still time on the clock. So Morgan Walcott will toss it in. And ladies and gentlemen, now the ball game is over. Final score tonight from the Mustangs Corral and the Dansville Mustang Sports Network in girls basketball. The Dansville Lady Mustangs 58, the Hornell Lady Raiders 42. We'll be back to wrap it up for you in just a moment. What's that? He probably would have that. I got it for 18 points. So back here at the Mustangs Corral and in Dansville Mustang Sports Network, where the Dansville Lady Mustangs have defeated the Hornell Red Raiders by a final score of 58-42. They are now 5-0 on the year, and certainly a seesaw affair in this one. Dansville grabbed the first couple of points right out of the gate, but then the Hornell Lady Raiders came full guns ablaze and started hitting those threes and went up by 6. Dansville grabbed the lead by 2 at the end of one quarter at 14-12, extended the lead to 10 at 27-17 at the half, and then outscored Hornell came back and started throwing those threes in again in the third to draw within 6 at a couple of junctures. But Dansville down the stretch run hold the Lady Red Raiders to 6 free throws in the fourth quarter, and that was it, as Dansville outscored the Hornell Red Raiders 15-6 in the final 8 minutes of the game to win it going away, 58-42. Statistics unofficially in the book: Ray Young leading the Mustangs with 18, Hannah LaPlante with 12, Bree Caruso with 9, Sydney Stone with 8, Maddie Lee and Maddie Fiala with 4 apiece, Morgan Walcott with 2, as Dansville was 9 of 16 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, for the Hornell Red Raiders, they got 14 apiece out of both Jane Spitalnik and Tegan Dorley. 6 from Lillian Hoyt, the 8th grader, Jaden Scotty with 5, Lily Gaffney with 2, and Maddie Moore with 1, as they went 6 of 14 from the line in the ball game tonight. They are now 4-3 and will be hosting Livonia on Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Lady Mustangs, with their win, are now 5-0. They will trek off to Tigertown in Warsaw on Thursday night to take on the Tigers on the road there. Meanwhile, our coverage on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network continues this coming Wednesday. That's tomorrow night and Friday. 2 more boys basketball games. Tomorrow night, the Warsaw Tigers in town at 7:30. Friday, the Haverling Rams, and you'll be able to catch all the action right here on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Our thanks going out to everybody who has been involved in our telecast of the game tonight as well. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcast. God bless you wherever you may be viewing our telecast tonight in the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Hope that you'll be with us tomorrow night. Boys basketball takes center stage. Dansville and Warsaw at about 7:30. Hope you'll be with us then. Right now, your final score from the Mustangs Corral tonight in varsity girls basketball action. The Dansville Lady Mustangs 58, the Hornell Lady Raiders 42. Good night, everybody.